Alright guys, Zach Noel from Noel Family Horsemanship. We just groomed, we just saddled. Now we're going to put a bit in Aries' mouth. Aries had the bit multiple times. For whatever reason, he has decided that he doesn't like to take the bit. So we're going to actually work on that today. And I hope to show you what I mean a little bit about some of the troubles with the bit I'm having. The idea here is to get him to take the bit, in this case a snaffle bit, which is what you should start out with. Either start in a hackamore snaffle bit, move to a boselle, and then on to like a low port snaffle and so on and so forth. Bits get really complicated, and the people who know a lot more about them than me, I'm really just kind of starting to discover what to move to. But this is what I start all my horses in. Aries is a barely 3-year-old broke Mustang, so I'm still riding him in this, about to move him to the boselle. Anyway, he was taking this just fine. As of recent, he's had a bit of a problem because, who knows, his teeth were done, so he should be fine, but you know, horses are living creatures that try to find a way to get out work just like we do. So I'm going to show you how to get this on him. If we're having problems, hopefully I can show you a few tricks to help out with it, to make it more comfortable for the horse and for you. First thing I'm going to do is take the end of my Mecate Rein, which is what these are, put it over his head, come underneath so I can hold it. I'm going to put the rein set on my arm as well. I'm going to take the halter off. There we leave a halter hanging on the trailer. So after I get him in that, I'm going to take the halter off and at least put it inside or put it on the ground. That way horses don't get their legs caught up in it. So I've got my right hand around the right side of his head. I'm on the left. I'm holding the head. That way he can't pull it away from me. I'm going to take my finger, put it through here, and stick it in his mouth and rub between his teeth and get his tongue in there. And I'm going to rub. Oh, and he took it nicely. And pull it right up in here. And then tuck his ears under and see how he's lowering his head. He's accepting the bit. So he lowered at what we call the pole. The pole is right behind the ears here. So one of the tricks you want to do, if he's giving you problems putting the bit in, is going to be to take and push down on that pole. You're going to start with fingers right here. Then you're going to put some pressure on. And if you have to, you can go to fingernail. And as soon as they give a little bit, you need to release. So he's obviously doing really well with it. The other thing you can do is, if they're not taking the bit, is give them a treat or some hay, right, as you give it to them at the same time. And this will encourage them to eat and give them a positive reward for taking the bit. The other thing you do is take your rope or your fingers, put it on both sides of their mouth, and just rub it around. Maybe they just don't like the sensation, they're not used to it. That way they can get used to accepting the bit. Well, I think I'm going to go ride him now. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'd like it if you guys could share and subscribe. The more people we can reach, the better. Everybody can be a horseman. All it takes is a little willpower. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.